freshly baked, Korean-inspired sausage rolls. Absolutely fabulous. A busy bee hovers over my flowering oregano. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's quite a pleasant day today in Worcestershire. The sun's not shining, but at least it's not raining, and the girls, as you can see there, they're out foraging for insects and treats, and Stumpy the cat is sitting on top of their roof surveying his kingdom. The sky's a bit gloomy and there's a gentle breeze, but I'm grateful we've had no rain. We've had such a lot of rain this year in Worcestershire, but I'm happy to say the garden is still bringing me endless joy. Anyway, enough about flowers, plants and animals. Let's look at the ingredients for these amazing sausage rolls, shall we? I really love Korean Gochujang red pepper paste. It's one of my favourite ingredients at the moment, so I thought let's mix it with sausage rolls to see what happens. So I took some really good quality sausage meat along with a batch of store-bought puff pastry, some garlic, some flour, some red pepper paste, a whole egg, some sesame seeds, both varieties, to sprinkle on the pastry just before it goes in the oven. I also want a couple of handfuls of finely chopped onions and some toasted whole wheat breadcrumbs. So in my frying pan I've got about a tablespoon of oil, any oil you fancy. Throw in some onions as well. I've used red and green along with some garlic, and I'm going to cook that for about 10 minutes until they get nice and brown. The browner the better. In goes the gochujang paste, sweet and sticky. Cook that for about 2 more minutes in the pan on a low heat, by the way. And once it's all mixed in together, you can pop it to one side, and then we need to break up our sausage meat in a bowl. Then throw in the whole wheat breadcrumbs, followed by our gochujang and onion mixture. Now you need to spend a couple of minutes mixing it in really well. Well mix it, as they say. And then we need to turn it out onto a floured board. Put a little bit of extra flour on there because it gets a bit sticky. And then I just carefully moulded my sausage meat into a perfect sausage the same length as my pastry. Once that's done, I can gently push it onto the pastry, about 2 inches in. And then I'm going to brush that 2-inch space with egg, which acts as my glue. Now I'm going to just lift the pastry up and just gently press it to the sausage meat. Once I've done that, I can then brush the other end of the pastry with egg, once again a couple of inches in. And then, keeping things as compact and as tight as possible, roll the pastry and the sausage meat until everything meets up. A little bit of extra flour there to make sure things don't stick. And then once it's all joined, it's ready to cut into pieces. I've measured the whole sausage roll and I've divided it by 10. That way I get 10 equal pieces that look great when they come out the oven. I've made a little mark with a blade so that I know exactly where to cut. Then I've cut it in half. And then each half I've cut into 5. Obviously, it's entirely up to you how big you want your sausage rolls. I want them snack size. You'll need a really sharp blade to cut it because it gets a bit sticky. Once you have, transfer it to a baking sheet, and I brushed with an egg yolk. That way my pastry comes out even more golden brown than possible. A whole egg, it won't be as golden brown, but the egg yolk will make it richer. Sprinkle with sesame seeds in the oven for half an hour. And how about that? They look absolutely spectacular. And the smell in the kitchen is fabulous. These are just about perfect for any purpose. Lunch boxes, buffets, anything you fancy. They are my Korean-inspired sausage rolls, and they're absolutely fabulous. Hey everyone, why don't you smash that like button? It's a huge help for us with the algorithm. Also, a great way of supporting the channel is to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you make these, drop me a line, let me know how you get on. And please tell your friends about the Food Revolution with Chef Archie Pie. I'm going to get stuck in, they look amazing.